Sabona advocate.
Sawubona ndata.
Njani mama?
Ngiyaphila. Ngikhathele
Siyaphila,
mari ngiyaphila.
Hayi bekezela ntombazana. Ngifuna ukhalalisela uhusband wakho ngathi ngingafunda
Ayo
kuyena.
ngcono ukuthi ngifake i-divorce.
Hayi ungayifaki cha. Ngeke ngikwazi ukuphila ngaleyo ndlela yokungakhuluma. Ngifuna ukuthi ungicacisele lana before ngene endabeni le engize ngayo la kuwo. Uthi usuke ekhaya uhusband unominatiwe for ukuthi eze for interviews. Wangasho lutho wathula wathi tu uhusband.
Uhusband nami asihambi nekareli 1 asebenzanga ema-office eli-1 lapho i-integrity yami
Yeah.
ngeke uzokwazi ukungishukuza ngeke ungithole ukuthi ngamtshena ukuthi kukhulunywani imibuzo ithini akukho lokho.
No, ngibuza ukuthi akafika ngendlini ajabulile athi hey mama yazi I got a call I'm going to be interviewed ku IDEC or whatever I'm just saying.
Not I at DSO
Yeah, yes. Azange akutshela ngithole i-call to be interviewed.
ungitshenile vele.
Ukutsheli.
Yes.
Then you didn't decide from lapho ukuthi uphume kule ndaba but you decided let me continue singene ku selection and then ngiyohlika mase ngihlika lapha sesim interview yakho.
Vele ngishilo ndate kusho ukuthi if ngibheka ngemva kungcono if ngasikhipha kuyona. Angizange isikhiphe angikwazi ukushintsha lokho enzekile ngalelo sikhathi.
Njengommeli angiyena ke mina ummeli advocate angithi umthetho awuphukanga somewhere lapho noma mhlawumbe awuvulekanga iloophole ukuthi singathi lo mthetho awuhambanga kahle lapho
Ngokwami
cha ngokomthetho
angazi ngomthetho ngithi ngokwami ngasikhipha. So ngokwami angizange yenze into mele ngingayenzi. Mari ngiyaniswa ukuthi nithini. Yiko ngithi ngalelo langa vele mhlawumbe kuzoba ngcono if ngasikhipha completely kuyona leyo process. Angizange isikhiphe kwi process yonke ngasikhipha kwi cesha mase umuntu uyangena for i-interview.
so siyavumelana sinawo ukuthi kukhona la usola khona ukuthi awenzanga kahle
Ngalendlela khulumnywana namhlanje vele.
so mangathiwa agreverse ukuthi baba aphume emsebenzini ubungavuma still
Angikizwe kahle.
if it were to be said your husband must recuse himself from the post or position he's working because there was a loophole or a slight mistake in that of hiring him, there is that gap nje engatholakala. Would you agree that he must resign?
Kuphi nendawo akasebenze DSO.
Kuleyo interview leyo.
Yes. If bathi ngomthetho mele asikhiphe.
Wawuthola lo msebenzi yena. What did he get hired? So
Yiko ngithi if umthetho ukhona wayibheka wathi la mele umuntu asikhiphe abuyele emuva le waqala khona angabe kule position for which waba ne interview vele mele asikhiphe. Ngeke ngime kwindlela ukuthi akhishwe as a result of umuntu athi ngcono ukuthi usikhiphe completely from the interview process.
so uma ufika ekhaya namhlanje uzomtshela ukuthi baba besikhuluma ngawo lapha eParliament bayasola bathi mele uyikhiphe noma babahlala nomhlamba uzothula njoba nixoxa into enje.
Lento akusinto ngizothula ngayo. Sengikwatile ke vele hayi ngawo. Ngikwatile ukuthi mhlamba ngokwami mele ngiyenze ngenye indlela ngalelo sikhathi.
Mase ngibuza phela manje sesiyitholile inkinga. Mufika ekhaya uzomtshela baba hamba resign senze iphutha.
Ayikuthi I resign akukwenze.
Akachubeka asebenze.
Yena azange yenze into wrong.
Nasidlule lapha mama. Kunenkulumo engifuna adlule kuyo la. You said Honorable Skhosana mayikubuza la.
Honorable Shongwe,
yes,
just a moment. Honorable Malem.
Advocate, the husband is no longer in the same position where you participated. He was in DSO, is now at Crime Intelligence.
That is correct, honorable member.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Malema. Ngiyabonga baba. You said Baba Mkhwanazi, General Mkhwanazi, he must be careful. Lento ayikhulumile has cost people lives. You said that, right?
That is correct.
Whose lives are those?
So, in terms of the use of the word, and maybe I used the wrong word, it cost people their livelihoods. I correct myself. It cost people their livelihoods because those words were used very loosely within the ambit of SARS. And there is evidence and testimony to where people were victimized and lost their livelihoods. I correct the word of lives.
Did he mention names of those people who this person and this person, they are a rogue unit?
I don't get the question.
Did he
sir.
mention names of those people? Did Mkwanazi mention names when he said there's a rogue unit?
Within IDEC?
Yes, wherever he said there's a rogue unit.
I don't recall whether he mentioned names, honorable member.
So how do you get to where you say he caused people's livelihood?
No,
Who are those people?
I think we misunderstood each other. I said the use of the word rogue unit shouldn't be used loosely in the context of who we are as a country and law enforcement. When it was used previously, which was within the ambit of the SARS Nugent investigation time, people lost their livelihoods. So the word should not be used loosely. I did not mean anyone in IDEC lost their livelihood.
Kukhona into ngesizulu kuthiwa washintsha udludlu yayazi.
No, angidluli nix that. Ngakhuluma le ngayikhuluma, angizange isiphikise, angizange ngisho ukuthi khona e-IDEC. Ngathi mase sisebenzisa leyo gama inama connotation. Ama connotations awona ngasikipha as the past. Angizange ngisho ukuthi ubaba uMkhwanazi wathi mase wasebenzisa le gama bakhona e-IDEC balahlwe umsebenzi or livelihood.
Okay, let's remove IDEC, but kukhona balahlekelwe yimpilo noma balahlekelwe indlela abaphila ngayo, you said that.
Because of the use of the word rogue unit, and I said he shouldn't have used the word loosely. I didn't
Because
say he used it previously and that caused people the loss of their livelihoods.
Okay, I
If I
said
created that
isikhathi
impression,
sishaya.
I correct myself.
ngicela
Honorable
ukuthi
member.
mawufika uyibuke le tape uzozizwa ukuthi utheni.
No, ngiyazi ukuthi ngathini but
Okay ma.
ngiyazizisa.
You said ukuthathwa kwama phones in the case le enzakele manje. You sounded to me as if you are saying couldn't disturb you. It somehow disturbed you guys. You would have been far in investigating that case when they went to get those phones. Ngikuzwe kahle yini?
No, it didn't disturb our investigation. We heard that the phones were seized. We realized that we might as well get the search warrants. We didn't know who had seized the phones, except that it was law enforcement, and we were worried. If the devices get lost or data gets compromised, we need to be able to access that data as soon as we can.
Were you investigating the very same case?
We were investigating Kat Matlala. What we had heard in the media was the devices of Kat Matlala had been seized. That was our only interest, is to get the devices in order to see whether or not anything there fit into the 360 million rand tender, which in a preliminary investigation, we can confirm it does. Communications.
Mama, yazi kunento engizwisa ubuhlungu kakhulu eSouth Africa that uma umuntu ongenamali South Africa noma engenamandla kunezinto kunama case azokushaya kunezinto ezokuhlula ngenxa ukuthi awunamandla. I-profile yenu kwi-IDEC iscope senu kahle kahle, is it for serious and high profile cases, right?
Serious, high profile and complex, yes.
Including-
In terms of the corruption matters, Honorable Member.
Including corruption, right? Ufuna ungitshela ukuthi kuwena awulibonanga nje awuluzwanga nephunga nje le corruption kulento yephalaphala. Ayikho into ebukaka ngathi lana kudinga ukuthi si-IDEC singene siyohlola la.
So, to be clear, Chair, the matter was never referred to IDEC. The matter was always with the DPCI. If the matter was referred to IDEC, in terms of the referral mechanism, most certainly IDEC would have conducted the investigation. And also just on a point of clarity, the DPCI, as they do in other matters, sometimes ask us for assistance. They didn't ask for any assistance. So nothing precluded us from looking at it, save the referral mechanism, and the matter was never referred to us at any stage, Honorable Member.
What makes you ukuthi ubone kubalekile ukuthi uthathe lama document ka Honorable Adams but ungaboni kubalekile ukuthi userve South Africans abafuna impendulo mayelana nephalaphala ngoba ngizama ukuchaza ukuthi uyabona uma kungavela omunye umuntu la eSouth Africa atholakale nje no 500,000 endlini angawufaka ngisho ngaphansi kwesofa ufihlele ebhakedeni lakhe uzoboshwa lo muntu and akuzukudinga ukuthi kuxoxwe into eziningi ukuthiwe hey bethengisa inkomo noma benzeni awusibonanga wena isidingo wedwa nje sokuthi no let me help South Africans silidonse lela docket siyol investigator awusibonanga wena leso sidingo leso.
Honorable Member, that is not what I can do. In fact, what did happen when the then Minister Kele had that meeting I indicated about us finalizing how IDEC would work, the one thing that the DPCI made very clear, and I'll quote General Lebeya, he said, stay in your lane, which is exactly what I did. And in order to get matters, that is why we have the referral mechanism. Also, if the matter had been referred to the national director, she could have referred the matter to me. Pala went to the DPCI. I had nothing or no reason to go and take it from them. If it was referred to IDEC, it would have been a different story. It wasn't referred to IDEC.
So okushoyo kumina ukuthi ama cases enwasebenzile nina ama case only as a referral akukho la nina nithena nibona ukuthi nisolo kuthize niyele nina niyohlola.
Honorable Member, we are unable to do that.
Only on referral.
Only on referral, and then there were cases, just for clarity, when certain IPID officials had come over to IDEC. They had come with their investigations, which is one of the matters I did refer to when the Honorable Sangoni had asked about Mkwanazi and General Masemola. Some of those cases remained with IDEC because they were corruption matters, and those investigators were then in IDEC. They then became declared in IDEC, but we didn't go and source those cases, Honorable Member.
Okay. Can I, as uThulani Shongwe, bring into yephalaphala kuwena ungisize ungihlolele yona ngoba ngiyayisola ukuthi inenkinga njengo Honorable Adams?
Please depose to a Section 27 referral affidavit, and the matter can then be considered. However, you must look at process. Where the matter is currently, it is a challenge. There was a decision not to prosecute. The national director must review that decision. That decision has not been made. For us to take on a matter and start an investigation.
Just to interject, are you talking about the classified file, the docket? Are you talking about the classified?
Sorry, you are talking about the Pala matter?
Yes, are you talking about that?
Yes, I'm saying that the Pala matter, there was a decision made not to prosecute, at least that is what I recall, by the DPP for Polokwane. When a decision is taken, Honorable Shongwe, not to prosecute, then it has to go to the national director, because I do believe there are people who made representations for the matter to be reviewed. The national director must conduct a review. I cannot start an investigation now because a decision was made on that evidence not to prosecute.
Yeah, ibhlungu yona uyayibona kodwa ngoba
Honorable
baningi abantu
Member,
emalokishini abacela
your time is up.
Is it up? Okay.
Yeah,
Ngiqedelele le question noma ngiyiyeke.
I know. Your time is up, Honorable Shongwe.
Okay, Chair. Hayi sengijwayele Chair, ngiyabonga.
Okay.
Ngiyabonga advocate.
Okay, thank you so much. Are there members who want to do follow-ups?
Thank. Oh yes,
Um,
I can go first because I'm the
It's,
only woman raising my hand.
It's Honorable Skosana, Honorable Ngola, and Honorable Matthys. There is nobody, Honorable Matthys, who is going to be triggered by what you shall have said. So the list closes at 3.
Thank you, Chair. Advocate, I think you were a bit touched about the word rogue. And you spoke about SARS, am I right? That was used. That word was used in particular at that time.
I was not touched. I'm saying that it is irresponsible to use the word, and I can only relate it to the SARS matter because that is part of IDEC's mandate, which is looking at the Nugent Commission findings.
Now, let me put it on record, whether you like it or not. We had rogue unit at SARS, Ivan Pillay, Jackie Lakay. I can give you names. Johan van Lockenberg. It's a fact. But I know, I mean, you have to protect them if you want to. But the issue that that word cannot be used, I don't think it's appropriate. Because next time you'll be saying we can't say to someone, it's a dark, even if it's a dark. Because saying rogue, perhaps the understanding is not the same. But now, as we sit here, why we are here today, is because there's problems. And some people are denying. We're sitting one witness here. He said General Mkhwanazi was dreaming. I'm not going to mention his name here. You are sitting where you are. He said whatever Mkhwanazi was saying, in fact, we're not here, we're at the Google Hope Center. He said openly that this is a waste of time. But we know now that we've got problems at SARS. And we had problem at SARS. Please, I'm just asking you to say, don't say we don't have a right to use that word. Because those people as well, much as you say their lives were destroyed, they destroy people's lives.
Honorable Member.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make that comment. Thank
I
you.
won't comment about them. I do recall when I said we shouldn't use the word rogue unit loosely without substance and evidence. That is what I mean. I cannot preclude anyone from using a word. We must have evidence, or we must have proof, or we must be able to back it up.
No, we have, Advocate. Hence I'm saying when you talk about SARS, you are talking about the thing which we know. They are still terrorizing people as I'm sitting here with you.
I want us to avoid,
Thank you, Chair.
to avoid debating the matter. Let's ask a follow-up and not debate. Honorable Ngola.
Thanks, Chair. How different is the husband's situation from what you have charged General Kumalo on?
So the difference there, Chair, is one, I was not in charge of the process. I was part of the panel. It was chaired by somebody else. I did not shortlist him, nor did I sit in his interview. I still accept that in hindsight, I should and could have recused myself completely. But we did not bypass any process. The allegations as set out in the charge sheet are completely different with regards to the Kumalo matter. But what I will concede is it doesn't look right, and that I can't take away.
Honorable Matthys.
Mine quickly, Advocate, referrals, anybody can do referrals as long as they fill out a section. It's a section 27.
As long as it is an affidavit that they depose to.
Okay.
Because that forms the basis, almost like a complainant statement.
Okay. And then you said that when they seized the phones of Maklala, you got worried and you didn't know who. Why didn't you contact the National Commissioner? Because the two of you have a good relationship, to find out who was responsible for seizing them.
From my recollection, the media reported that organized crime had been dealing with the matter. And the organized crime that we almost always talk to would be the organized crime DPCI. We called General Kadwa. He said he had no idea what we're talking about. And the next immediate call was to talk to the National Police Commissioner, who then gave us direction about where it is.
Oh, okay, because it was, you were moving around and you didn't know. And then I think just on a point of clarity for Honorable Kosana, this was your opinion about what you are saying about using the phrase going rogue. And you putting it or characterizing it in a historical context of when someone goes and says someone is going rogue, especially in the justice system and crime intelligence in particular, what it can result in.
Correct.
So that is your opinion.
Correct,
Which we've
Honourable
been
Madam.
asking people for opinions all the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Breitenbach.
Thank you, Chair. Until what time do I have?
Yeah.
Sure, abuti ona hle.